Michelin-starred chef Marco Pierre White has travelled more than 1,500 miles searching for Britain's top restaurant run by a couple.
What I'm looking for is the couple that deliver the best food and the best service with a smile.
He's picked his top 12 and tonight 3 of them go head-to-head in the first semi-final.
This will be one of the toughest services of your life.
Cooking their best menu for 75 diners against the clock in the battle kitchen.
Sheila, dessert, go, go, go.
3 restaurants under one roof.
Come back from the dead. Push, push, push.
Oh, let's go.
Fighting for one place in the grand finale.
You're going to do it, Maury. I know you're going to do it, but you are going to have to speed up.
Get the food out, get the food out.
We're in the poo.
It's 8 a.m. The 3 couples competing for a place in the grand finale are on their way to Marco's battle kitchen.
What I've done is created a kitchen which exposes them. I want to see whether they have the grit, the passion, the ability to absorb pressure.
Tonight's first couple are husband and wife, Olivier and Sheila.
I'd love to win this competition, but, you know, we don't know what we're against, how good the other couple are.
They're up against married couple Julia and John.
For us, if we were to win it, it's definitely our teamwork. Our real strength is that we work together all the time.
Finally, it's fiancés Maurizio and Rosaria.
What's been set for us is pretty intense.
I'm sure if Marco's involved, he'll make sure it's horrendous.
If they don't stay focused, disciplined, and they don't have the right menu in place, they will fail. This will be, in my opinion, one of the toughest services of your life. You've been taken out of your comfort zone, and the only comfort you've got is the partner you brought with you. And after service, I will send 2 of you home. One of you will join me in my grand finale. You didn't come to lose, did you?
We didn't.
You have 4 hours to prepare your menu. Not a long time. Unless you work as a team. And when the 4 hours is over, 75 diners will arrive, 25 each, with great expectations. Good luck.
Good luck, husband. So that lamb.
Marco has stipulated each couple must cook rump of lamb, fillet of bream and oxtail for their main courses. He's allowed them to devise their own starter and dessert.
I'm prepping, I'm cooking, very happy about it. This is war.
Marco wants to see strong teamwork from each chef and front-of-house pair. Their only help is a junior kitchen hand. The next 4 hours are critical.
Chef Julia, and this is John.
Hi, John. Chef, ma'am.
They must butcher their meat, fillet their fish and pre-cook as much as possible to have any chance of being ready for service.
This side, yeah?
Oh, it's fine.
No, this is...
No, like that.
Yeah.
In the purple restaurant, Julia and John are both trained chefs, so they're sharing the workload equally during prep.
Chef, veg for the lamb.
Lamb, so it's just a bit of celery, leek, onion and carrot, just a little bit of everything. And then have we got bay leaves? Did you find them? See them?
I didn't, but we must have them. I'll find them, carry me the bread, I'll find them, just tell me what to do. They've had starters, haven't they?
Julia and John run fine dining restaurant The Leathern Bottle. Awarded 2 AA rosettes, it sits on the banks of the Thames in Berkshire.
Dressed and ready, please. 1 ballotine, 1 mushrooms.
They met when Julia advertised for a sous chef. John got the job, although he now concentrates on front of house.
We were very, very close friends and a good business partnership, and then one day I just realised that life wouldn't be the same without Julia, so I thought I ought to get on and do the proper thing. And a very good decision it was from my part.
And pop the question whilst working in the kitchen.
I was chopping shallots. Do you want a few minutes? I do think you'd have to be an awful good person, or we'd have to have an awful off day for us to be humiliated by anybody anyway.
This confident couple will be serving a simple menu starting with flat mushrooms on olive toast.
The beauty of John and Julia, they work as a team. They're synchronised. There's no ego. There's no boss. They're both bosses.
We're a good team. We're a fab team, aren't we, John?
We're a very good team, Jeff.
Straight in the hot water for 1
I'm going
minute.
to put the peas in to the water then.
Yeah, then put wherever you got there.
In the Gold restaurant, Maurizio may be the chef, but it's fiancée Rosaria who's the boss.
We've got to keep on top of it and we can't lose. I already feel it's running away from us.
Maurizio and Rosaria own and run the Italian club Fish in their adopted hometown of Liverpool, whose residents voted it the city's favourite restaurant.
The restaurant business for me, it's about my family history. It took them from the abject poverty that they lived in Italy and gave them a life. Enjoy your meal. I have to be an extrovert because that's part of my job. But for Maurizio as a back-of-house person and being quite an introverted person, I could understand why she'd been talking to that table for an hour.
For an hour, yeah. She talks for 2 hours with a cast. Let them meet, you know.
Maurizio and Rosaria. Everything is fueled by emotion. The food is all over. There's pans all over the stove. But maybe it's going to taste delicious.
Maury, we're losing too much time on the peas.
Yeah, that's it now. Finish. A tiny bit more.
A tiny bit more.
The Italian couple are cooking a labour-intensive fresh raviolo starter with scallop mousse. Their dessert is the classic tiramisu.
2.5 hours remaining.
You can cut them again now.
Yeah. So quarters.
Yeah.
It's all right. I can do it.
In the blue kitchen, front-of-house Sheila's a kitchen novice, only able to help husband Olivier with basic tasks.
It's a bit difficult. You don't know one end of a broad bean to the other. But Olivia shows me what to do. I'll do it.
Olivia and Sheila own and run Les Saveurs, an AA Rosette awarded fish restaurant in Exmouth in Devon.
My drive early on in my career was to be a young Michelin-starred chef like Pierre White was, and unfortunately I was diagnosed with cancer and, when I was 28, and my whole world changed. The Michelin star has been put on the back burner.
Olivier made a full recovery and works in the kitchen, while Sheila's a full-time nursery nurse during the day, only working front of house in the restaurant at night.
It gets a bit of a fish. It goes, look at that, it's beautiful. And I'm going, what about me? What about me? You know, I don't think he ever says that about me.
I'm not a control freak. I mean, Sheila think I am, but I don't think I am. You know, I just like things to be right.
Olivier and Sheila's menu features a complicated scallop starter and an oxtail crepinette, which is a flattened sausage cooked in the lining of a cow's stomach.
Just one of that, OK?
Olivier is so strong in the kitchen. He understands flavours, he understands techniques. Sheila is quite weak.
Oxtail's on, tomatoes on.
Stock is on.
Stock is on.
There's still a lot of work to do there. I still touch and go.
1 hour left.
Coming up, Julia and John's diners get more than they bargained for.
Oh, sorry. That's my wife, I do apologise.
Okay.
And Olivier feels the heat of the battle kitchen.
Scallops undercooked.
Marco Pierre White wants to find the UK's best restaurateur couple. Tonight, in the first semi-final, 3 couples are competing to serve 75 diners against the clock. They've had 3 hours to prepare their menus, but with just 1 hour till the diners arrive, they've got to push harder to be ready for service.
What's my next job, then?
Have you burnt the lambs out?
Yeah. Shall I do fish or...?
Do the fish, yeah.
In the Gold restaurant, fiancés Maurizio and Rosaria have set themselves a huge task, making a fresh pasta starter filled with the scallop mousse and langoustine sauce.
There's bits of pasty in there and everything. He's really under pressure, your boy, you know that. Maybe you should swap jobs, Rosario. Maybe you should do the kitchen tonight and let Maurizio do the...
Maybe you should pick on someone your own size.
The right menu is key for a smooth service. Earlier today, Marco advised each couple on their dishes. Maurizio's complex starter means there's a real danger he'll run out of time in prep.
You must think you've got all day.
No, we
have 4 hours.
I think, obviously, when we do our 4 hours...
Do you think hot starters are the way forward?
But the ravioli is not our problem.
Simplify.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll sink.
We know we're pushing ourselves, so we will have to be quick. You do genuinely need to say to me, we can do it. If you say to me we can do it, we can do it.
We can.
We're going against Marco's advice. You know how this is going to end, don't you? Oh, God.
That's tiny.
Maury, just try to zone out.
What do you mean zone out? I'm just saying that's a tiny portion.
Zone out. Did you ever have this, people breathing down your neck? Always.
Yeah, Albert Roux, Pierre Kaufman, Nicola Dennis.
Oh, such a name dropper, honestly. Now, I need a spoon.
In the blue restaurant, Olivier's also preparing a scallop starter, which he had planned to serve with a mussel velouté. He and wife Sheila are behind schedule.
Now we're preparing the scallops, so it's just a case of fighting the scallops to open it, remove the skirt, and remove the black bags at the back.
Marco's always had concerns about the time it'll take to make the ambitious scallop starter.
How many scallops a portion?
Two scallops, chef.
So you have 50 scallops in the shell?
Yes.
To shuck?
Yes.
Do you need your velouté?
I think the velouté does enhance the pea because it's got a minted and it's giving us a...
I'm not disputing that. I'm thinking of 25 diners. So it's about a strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Yeah. That dish is Michelin star level. I know I can put it Michelin star level.
These are all battles. To win the war, you have to get all the battles won.
Yes.
It's not good enough getting one under your belt. You've got to get them all.
I don't want to lose because we run out of time. We change.
You change?
Yeah.
But in spite of following Marco's advice, Olivier still has a lot to finish, including butchering his meat and making his classic French lemon tart.
I'm doing the base for my lemon tart. So we're just lining the moule with the sweet pastry, ready to be baked.
Making pastry, blind baking it and cooling it before adding the filling is time-consuming.
How long you done, Sheila?
5, 10 minutes. Why, do you need assistance?
Yeah. I'm behind. Half an hour behind, I would say.
30 minutes to go. Julia, you trained John well.
Haven't I just?
It's nice to see you working together as a team.
We love working together, Marco. I can't think of anyone I'd rather work with.
Seb's ready for the herbs. I'll show you what to...
Are you all right? Have you got time to show Seb?
Despite their great teamwork, Marco thought Julia and John's menu had too many elements, especially their panna cotta, blood orange ice cream and tuile biscuit dessert.
Why not just make the perfect panna cotta? Just one item on the plate.
It's just a case of tuile with the texture difference, a little bit of crunch.
I get that. One thing I do know about you, that you create great flavours, but you're not the fastest person at the stove.
They took Marco's advice and decided to simplify. Now they're on schedule to complete all their prep before service.
This bread is part of the mushrooms and black olive toast, and it's my black olive bread that I'm making now. This bread is my department. John is meat, terrines, fish. Even at work, that's what he does, and I do all the, what we call girly things.
15 minutes to go.
I know that the front of house and the purple kitchen works alongside his partner quite a lot. I have a day job. Olivier has learnt to be fast, and I will do the menial tasks that I can manage.
Are you going to be ready?
That's done now. All the ravioli is done.
Against the odds, Maurizio has finished his ravioli starter, but with 25 individual tiramisus to make, the pressure is still on.
Is that how you want it, or would you like me to do anything else with it? Is that OK, or do you want me to cover it completely?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
There may be people with nut allergies.
You know what? I'll deal with that when that comes.
While Sheila's left the kitchen to focus on setting up the dining room,
Less than 5 minutes.
Olivier still has to butcher 10 lamb rumps.
A bit rusty on the
I can see that, Chef.
old rump.
You're doing a nice job, but you're a bit slow.
hot water.
And then I need a blue board there for the fish.
Okay, right, next. Just cleaning up. You want a blue board?
Time over. Time up.
After 4 hours, the purple and gold restaurants have completed their prep and are ready for service. But Olivier and Sheila still haven't butchered all their lamb. This will take up valuable time later. 5 minutes before service and the diners are arriving.
I think service is really important. I think a knowledgeable front of house and a very personable front of house.
Amongst the diners are food bloggers, supper club hosts and restaurant inspectors, so expectations are high.
Some interesting choices there, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot going on, and they could be struggling with time on that menu.
To cook that for 25 people, to execute it correctly on time is going to be a challenge.
In a few minutes, 75 diners are going to walk through the doors who want to be fed and served well. They are my eyes, my ears, and my palate. Within those 75 diners are some food inspectors from the AA, that prestigious guide. But I'm not going to tell you who they are. You can sniff them out for yourselves. Any questions? Didn't think so. Let service begin.
25 diners are arriving in each restaurant. One chef will cook for them, one front of house will serve them in just 1 hour, 45 minutes.
With that dress, you need to be at the front. Fabulous dress.
This will be tougher than any service the couples have experienced in their own restaurants.
Deep breaths. If you're kind to me, I think we'll get through it together.
A standard dinner service takes around 4 hours. Tonight, Marco will judge how the couples deal with the pressure of less time, away from their own kitchens and in direct competition.
And how would you like your lamb? It comes quite pink. Are you happy with that?
I'd like it more well cooked, please.
Thank you very much.
And I'll take a second, please.
They completed prep as a team, and Julia and John's teamwork strategy continues, with both greeting their diners.
Evening, I've got granary and walnut, sweet ginger and coriander, and feta cheese sunblush tomato with basil.
Selection of Julia's breads.
That's the sort of thing that I do at the restaurant. I do actually go front of house, and because I make the breads, they're my thing, I go out and like to talk about them.
Welcome to the Italian Club Fish. My name's Rosaria.
In the Gold Restaurant, Rosaria gets straight down to business.
I'd like red wine as well, please. OK, I love your accent.
Love yours as well.
Oh, excellent. Are you going to be kind to me? We're going to bond?
The waitress has been great and just generally quite caring and quite warm.
Gents, 2 scallop ravioli, OK? Enjoy. Would you like any?
But in the Blue Restaurant, inexperienced front of house Sheila has got off to a slow start.
Come on. I've took the first 2, yeah?
Where am I going?
Table 4. Let's go.
Okay.
Sheila, table 4.
Yes.
She's on speed 1 here.
We have feta cheese sunblush tomato with basil, sweet ginger and coriander, and granary with walnut.
Lovely. Raviolo, sir? OK, would you like some pepper? Yes, no problem.
During prep earlier, Olivier failed to butcher all his lamb, so even though service has only just started, he's already behind.
It's nice to see you working hard, Chef.
I've got to. You in the shit. You got to adapt.
Excellent.
So am I.
And what they don't know is the highly discerning AA food inspectors have decided to dine in their restaurant.
Do we have any vegetarians on the table this evening?
No.
OK.
Despite going against Marco's advice to simplify his starter, Maurizio prepped all his ravioli stuffed with scallop mousse. Each one takes 3 minutes to cook.
OK, that's all the orders in, Mar.
Then they must be dressed with the langoustine sauce. But he's managing to send them out.
Right, ladies first.
And his diners are delighted.
It looks quite good and it smells good. Reminds me of a Singaporean dish, actually.
So I just had the raviolo and that was lovely, quite intense sort of seafood flavoured sauce. Delicious.
Your boy, Ro, has done a very good job. Well done, Maurizio.
Thank you very much.
Take your tray.
Unlike Maurizio, Olivier did simplify his scallop starter, but despite this, when the dish is served to the AA inspectors, there's a problem.
Yeah. Should we trim them? I think we could, actually.
Yeah.
I can see them undercooked.
They are, I'm afraid. I don't like to complain, but...
Really looking forward to it as well.
Sheila.
Yes, chef?
Marco. We have complications on this table.
Oh.
Sheila, unfortunately, the scallops are undercooked.
Right, okay.
You better tell the chef.
Yes. Olivier, table 1, scallops undercooked.
It's a nightmare. Sake. They say they undercook, you know, but you can eat raw scallop. For some people, they don't think you can.
May I offer you a little bit of a bread selection?
Thank you.
I've got granary with walnut, sweet ginger...
Julia has a problem too. Greeting her diners personally might work in her own restaurant in a normal 4-hour service. But in the battle kitchen, it could prove to be the wrong strategy.
I'm feeling a little organised, but not greatly. Customers are sitting down, I've not got the starters on. I've got butterflies in my stomach, I'm afraid.
We haven't had any food yet. We have been able to order.
I think that the chef coming out is great, but I'd rather have my food. It's a bit worrying who is cooking the food if the chef's serving it.
You've had 45 minutes, Julia.
Have we?
Have you served all your starters yet?
No, I haven't, Marco.
I don't know where the time's gone. Everything seemed to be going all right until Marco said you've already had 3/4 of an hour or something. I thought, where's it gone?
Julia, she's all over the shop. A slice of bread with some olive butter, a few salted mushrooms. She hasn't fed everybody their starter.
I thought we'd have all our starters out by now.
I'll deal with it at this end. Just come on.
While Julia and John are lagging behind, in the Gold restaurant front of House Rosaria is cracking the whip.
You're going to do it, Maury. I know you're going to do it. Just get the stuff out as quick as possible. You are going to have to speed up, though. OK?
How are they looking after you?
Very well, thank you.
How are your starters?
Lovely. Really nice. Really nice. Superb.
Rose, fantastic out front, isn't she?
Really good. Really good.
She might start singing later.
Does she sing?
Well, she was an opera singer.
Determined to up the pace, Julia helps John serve their flat mushroom and olive toast starter.
Thank you very much.
But it's not the end of their problems.
Seems to be a hair in my food. That's my worst. I do apologise.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much.
Had a food come back with a hair on, chef. Have you still got those mushrooms coming, chef, because we are short now?
Yep, I'm coming. How many bream are we doing now, John?
Bream, 2 bream, 3 lamb, 1 oxtail.
We're in the poo.
Coming up, Marco gets a mouthful.
Right, Marco, this is the point where you need to stand aside.
This place is dirty.
Ignore
Maurizio,
him.
Maurizio.
Ignore him. Ignore
This one's
him.
dirty.
And the pressure of the competition gets to Julia.
Tongues are behind you.
Thank you.
How would you like to win a holiday of a lifetime to the Maldives, flying business class and staying in a beautiful overwater villa? You'll be living in luxury for 7 nights, full board, courtesy of Conrad Maldives Rangali Island. It doesn't stop there. You'll dine in the world's first all-glass undersea restaurant, where you'll enjoy 180-degree views of reef and marine life. You'll even have a 45-minute cooking lesson learning how to prepare a Maldivian dish. For your chance to win this incredible prize, text KITCHEN to 81555 or send your name and phone number to Kitchen, PO Box 7557, Derby DE1 0NP. Text costs £1.50 plus 1 message at standard network rate. Lines close at midday on the date shown on screen and 3 days later for postal entries. For rules and winners, go to channel5.com/win.
It's the first semi-final of Kitchen Wars. 3 couples competing to serve 75 diners their best menu.
45 minutes left.
Oh, man, we're going to bring something special out of the bag here.
At stake is a place in Marco's grand finale. They're an hour into service and should be well into serving their main courses.
Lamb e sea bream. Then I give you 5 ravioli, OK?
But in the purple restaurant, husband and wife team Julia and John are falling way behind. They're still struggling to serve their simple starter of mushrooms on toast.
Can we pull it back, wife? No, she's ignoring me. I think she's got other things on her mind just at the minute.
They're listing behind the stove. It's like watching the Titanic go down. Trust me.
No, you're supposed to be encouraging.
And I can see you've had no starter.
No, not yet.
Chef, do we have more mushrooms? I need 2 more.
OK, 1 minute, please.
OK.
So 5 mushrooms, so 2 lambs, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Ladies, I'm sorry to...
Oh, thank you.
There we are.
Interrupt Chef, but...
How long did you wait for this?
2 minutes. Bon appetit, ladies.
Dig in. Tell me if you like it. They can't mess up mushrooms on toast, can they?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Take your time. It might be a long wait for the main course.
In the Gold restaurant, in a bid to get ahead, front of house Rosaria's taking a different approach.
Right. Molly, need to speed up the main courses, darling.
I know, everything's coming now.
OK, and just keep sending me out ravioli, OK, because I'll deal with it.
OK.
She's pushing Maurizio to cook the main courses of lamb with artichokes and oxtail braised in red wine.
You need to pick it up, babe. Can I go with it? Can I go with this lamb? Was the bream just coming? Can I go with it?
But he hasn't finished cooking the starters, and it's putting him under huge pressure.
Who's having the lamb? There we go, sir. Of course you get some more focaccia, no problem.
Put them down, put them down.
He may have served the AA inspectors raw scallops earlier, but when Olivier cooks them properly, they prove popular with his diners.
How are your scallops?
Super. Really, really good.
Nice?
Yeah, no,
Cooked perfectly?
Oh. Yeah, very good.
But you haven't got your main course yet?
No, we're waiting for that.
I'm sure you'll get fed, but I won't guarantee a pudding.
Now, sea bream.
Oh, yes,
lovely. Enjoy.
All right.
Now that is to die for.
Okay.
The lamb's tongue, beautifully tender, fabulous.
Maurizio and Rosaria may be fast, but in their haste to serve their sea bream with seafood and tomato sauce, they've overlooked some crucial details.
How are your main courses?
It's all right, but there's quite a lot of scales in the fish.
Oh, it's a bit too scaly. Well, does the fish taste good, though?
Yeah.
Would you like me to change it? Are you OK?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're OK? Thank you very much.
With 30 minutes left of service, the couple should be starting to serve dessert, but in the Blue restaurant, Sheila is only just serving mains of sea bream with chive mash and samphire.
Enjoy. Thank you.
How's it going, Chef?
A little bit slow.
You got to push, Chef. Push, 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 push.
Come on, we can go back there. We can come back.
Okay.
Let's go.
In the purple kitchen, Julia and John's slow start has pushed them even further behind with their main courses.
How many oxtail have you got in your pass?
I've got 3, but we can get away with 2 per portion if you want.
OK. How many do I need to get in the oven?
Oh, just stick them all in, Chef. We've just got to plough through.
There is no main as of yet. Has been a while. John's been very nice about the whole thing, very attentive, but we are still waiting quite a long time for food.
Less than half an hour. A lot of them haven't had main courses. They're all struggling. It's like watching the blind lead the blind. They're up to their necks in it. Who am I going to send to the final? If I had a choice, I'd send them all home.
OK.
4. Oxtail, 2 lamb. Oxtail, 2 lamb.
Anyone like some red?
Oh, I like the lamb.
No, we're okay.
Why have we not got him wiping?
Darling, I haven't got time to wipe. I haven't got time to wipe my ass.
Yeah, but...
Married couple Olivier and Sheila are starting to fight back.
Darling, get the food out, get the food out, get the food out.
With main courses of oxtail crepinette and lamb rump with cauliflower puree flying out of their kitchen.
Oxtail? It was the ladies, wasn't it?
We literally got 3 tables there. And then we're on to the sweet. We're on to the sweet after that. Come on, darling. You can do this.
But after their strong start in the Gold restaurant, Maurizio is struggling to get his mains out.
Go.
Yes, OK, I'm coming now, I'm coming now. 2 lamb, 3 oxtail. 2 lamb, 3 oxtail, OK, Marie?
Okay. 3 lamb, 3 oxtail, yeah.
No, 3 lamb, 2 oxtail. No, 3 oxtail, 2 lamb. 3 oxtail, 2 lamb.
Both chef and front of house are feeling the strain, and Rosaria steps into the kitchen to help plate up the oxtail braised in red wine.
Right, Maury, OK, so I'll do this, OK?
Piece each, OK?
Piece each, OK? Give me the... Where's the... Maury! Quanti oxtail sono?
One each row, one piece.
Yeah, ma...
You got to push, Maurizio.
I know.
You got to push, 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 push. It's not very hot, is it, Maurizio? My finger considering it.
Right, Marco, this is the point where you need to stand aside, because obviously...
Yes, I don't mind standing aside.
Right,
I've always
okay.
been the way up. Maurizio, this plate is dirty, this plate is dirty, this plate is dirty.
Ignore him, ignore him, ignore him.
This is dirty. There you are. I wiped it for you.
Go and speak to someone else.
I like speaking to you, Ro. At least something comes back.
Rosaria and Maurizio seem to be doing OK. There is a slight... Rosaria's raising her voice slightly, so she's just maybe keeping Maury on his toes. That needs to happen every so often. But yeah, they seem to be doing well.
And the sea bream. Was it sea bream too, madam?
While Rosaria's raising her voice, Julia and John have raised their game, finally serving their bream with baby veg main course, but they're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah,
Oh, it's undercooked, isn't it? Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Panic in the kitchen, sorry.
It's OK.
Chef, I got raw bream as well.
Sorry?
Raw bream.
Oh, we're not doing well.
Bang this back in the oven.
I've just had a bream sent back, Marco.
Well, it happens in the best of kitchens. It happens in 3-star Michelin kitchens, right or wrong?
Right, but I don't like it. Very hot behind you, John Bream.
John, who sent their food back?
Young lady on over there.
Hi, they undercooked your fish.
Just a bit, yeah.
They're struggling.
Yeah, I think they might be suffering. They're working really hard.
How's this one?
This one looks a lot better.
Do you want to dig in while I'm here?
Yeah, sure.
Because if it's undercooked again, I'll take it back personally myself. It looks perfect this time, doesn't it?
It's perfectly cooked.
And it looks hot this time as well.
It's steaming, yeah.
Was your food a little cold?
Yeah.
I noticed that. I told them they should serve salads.
Over in the Blue restaurant, Olivier's up the pace without compromising on quality.
Yeah.
And at long last, Sheila's in command of the dining room. Their main courses are proving to be a hit.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see old school dishes done well.
Done well,
yeah. Absolutely.
Our main courses were fish, which was lovely. It was a little too salty, but apart from that, it was beautiful.
The lamb was very, very good. I was very, very happy. Really enjoyed it.
I'm stressed, I'm sorry. I really am now.
Marco has specified that each couple's oxtail main course must be served with lamb's tongues.
How many do you want?
2 portions of lamb's tongues.
Tongues are behind you. Can you get
Got your fried lamb's tongues, they just disappeared onto the kitchen floor.
Things couldn't get worse for Julia and John, but in the Blue restaurant, even though not all of Olivier's diners loved his main courses...
We waited at least an hour, and it was not worth the wait at all.
He got them all out. Now he can turn his attention to his lemon tart dessert.
Perfect.
The starters was a bit wobbly. I think Olivier managed to bring it back under control, and I would say it's Olivier that has managed to do that. We're getting there. We've got mains out. We can concentrate on desserts.
Please. That's it, come on.
In the Gold restaurant, they still have main courses to serve, and their lamb with artichokes and oxtail braised in red wine are getting mixed reviews from the diners.
The oxtail's fabulous, falling off the bone, and the polenta's very, very light. Lovely.
My lamb is pretty well overcooked, and it's cooked, it's edible, but there's nothing at all exciting about it. It's very dry, there's no sauce left on the plate, and I think it's very mediocre.
4 lambs, Maury.
Push, push, push.
Let's go.
The last 3 tables, last lamb, and that's it. Tomato.
Dove sono? Tomato.
How's it going, girl? You can borrow my shoulder. I don't mind.
Right, bream, you want how many lamb, John?
2 bream, 3 lamb, 2 oxtail, chef. We're getting nowhere fast. Where's this fish?
It's coming. It's not there, though.
It's not coming
What's
fast
next after that?
2 lamb, a bream and 2 oxtail. Chef, we need to get this food out. If we don't get something out, we may as well go home now.
Oh, we're very disappointed. We've waited a very long time this evening, so I'm not expecting a main course. I cannot see it happening, I'll be honest with you. It's absolutely chaotic.
You have 15 minutes, so you better push it.
With service drawing to a close, they should be serving desserts. So the last thing they need is Marco demanding to taste their lamb dishes, starting with Olivier's, which is finished with the Madeira sauce.
The lamb, chef, is cooked perfectly for me.
Thank you, Marco.
The cauliflower puree for me should be a bit more stiff because it's breaking down with the sauce.
Yeah.
Despite service running away from her, Julia also serves Marco her lamb rump with lentils, shallots and roast vegetables.
It's good, but not exceptional.
Thank you, darling. That's beautiful. Lamb for the lady. Bream now, Maury, bream. To finish the table.
But Maurizio and Rosaria have other priorities.
You've got one of two choices. Either feed me my lamb dinner or serve your puddings.
Serve my pudding. Sorry, Marco.
That's
I
fine.
hate it.
You made a decision.
You're wonderful. Sad to eat. Wait.
I agree.
Don't shake. Don't shake.
Olivier knows, regardless of the standard of food he delivers, if he doesn't get all 3 courses out within the time limit, he won't stand a chance of going through to the next round.
Sheila, dessert, go, go,
Just
go.
take them, OK?
Right? Doesn't matter. Let's go, let's go.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Lemon tart.
Very nice, thank you.
Well done, chef. Less than an hour ago, you were on the rope, chef. And now, you're pushing out the puddings.
Come on, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Okay. Do them all. Right, come on, do them all. Forget about that. Forget about that. Oh.
Seeing the blue restaurant sending out desserts, the gold restaurant decide to serve their tiramisu, even though some diners are still on their main courses.
Dammi, that's it. Dammi gli altri 3. Now, think of them as wine glasses, OK?
It nearly lost that one.
It might be dessert time for gold and blue, but in the purple restaurant, Julia and John will be lucky to serve all their main courses.
5 minutes left to feed as much food as possible, preferably hot.
Chef?
Yes?
You haven't got time for puddings, I'm afraid. Just going to get these mains out. We are going to get these mains out.
Oh, John.
Coming up, Rosaria serves up an extra course. And Marco names the winning restaurant.
The couple that will be joining me in my grand finale is...
Don't miss your chance to win a holiday of a lifetime to the stunning Maldives, where you'll fly business class and stay in a beautiful water villa for 7 nights, courtesy of Conrad Maldives Rangali Island. You'll even get the chance to dine in an amazing undersea restaurant. For your chance to win, text KITCHEN to 81555 or send your name and phone number to Kitchen, PO Box 7557, Derby DE1 0NP. For full terms and conditions, please go to channel5.com/win.
In the battle kitchen, there are just 3 minutes left in service. All 3 couples are racing to give their diners a full 3-course meal.
And leave this, the gentleman's not finished, but it's OK. Are you sure? I'm not hurrying you.
While the other restaurants are serving dessert, in the purple restaurant, husband and wife, Julia and John, are still serving their mains.
We've got everything out. Unconventional, but we've got it out.
And Rosaria launches into a last-ditch attempt to impress the diners.
Chef, please, please.
Yep, behind.
I've got it. We've got it. If nothing else, get the mains out. Right, 1 lamb, sauced.
Less than 1 minute to go.
I'm stressed.
Thank you very much, then.
Okay.
Well done.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Lovely.
I think that's it, yeah? Sorry. Right. If we don't give it before he says stop, you're never going to get your pudding.
I hope everything's been good for you this evening. We've done our best. I'm going going to have a heart attack.
I do hope you enjoy it anyway. Thank you for your patience. Chef?
Yep, greens on the pass.
2 lamb to finish, Chef. You can do it.
Service is over.
Is it done?
By the end of service, the blue and gold restaurants have served all 3 courses. But in the purple restaurant, Julia and John have served just 4 of their panna cotta desserts.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. One objective was to see everybody fed and reasonably happy. It's never going to be perfect, but very, very, very disappointing.
There you go, darling.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. For me, service at the beginning was a nightmare. I've never, ever experienced anything like that before.
You worked very hard. Well done.
I'm happy. It's finished. It's done. We were in trouble. Big trouble here.
We start well with the starter, and then all the others keep out. Even, you know, it's been a bit difficult.
No matter what happens today, he is an amazing chef. And we got... Anyway, I always cry, it's fine.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.
The couples have worked flat out all day to deliver this service. But how has it gone down with the diners?
We're just eating our dessert, which is lemon tart, which I must say is extremely good.
The service and hospitality warmed up through the evening. She was clearly under pressure. The meal certainly improved throughout the evening. It started on a low point and finished on an extreme high with the lemon tart, which was superb.
I thought the service was quite good, but the quality of the food is a little bit disappointing, I think, for myself anyway.
Yeah, it was good. I'm a bit disappointed that we've not got to the dessert, and I just think it was a bit too much on the night for John.
Now Marco has a big decision to make.
And how emotional was that?
It was hard.
In my life, I had a few hard services, but I never saw one harder than that. Chef.
Yes, Marco.
Sheila, you were slow out of the blocks. Your scallops for the AA inspector were undercooked. Your boy, he dug down deep within himself, and then you fed everyone. Maurizio, Ro, star girl, you charmed all your punters. You really did. Well done. Julia. Okay. John.
Chef.
The only team with 2 chefs. Right to the end, you both worked as a couple. After 1 hour, I wanted to sack you all.
But you did.
I have to make a decision. I have to send 2 of you home and bring 1 of you back to join me in my grand finale. More whipping, more pressure. So, the couple that will be joining me in my grand finale is Olivia and Sheila.
Speechless, overwhelmed, happy, terrifying because we've got to do this again.
The thought of another service like that under those circumstances and under that pressure.
But we know what to expect now.
Yeah.
We know what to expect. So
yeah, that's another sleepless night.
Disappointed that we didn't win, but honestly,
It's been a great
we
experience.
did everything that we could. We pulled all the stops out.
It's been very hard.
Really hard, but how could it not be with Marco?
I'm disappointed because I've let myself down, I've let John down, and I've let the restaurant down because that is not a service how we normally operate. It was just chaotic.
And what Olivier showed me tonight was that he's talented, he's disciplined, he's tenacious.
I'm very proud to be going through to the final, and I'm really proud of Olivier. The boy did good.
Next time, in the second semi-final, 3 more couples compete in the battle kitchen.
I just don't really understand why you didn't know that you didn't have enough lamb. I am really disappointed.
I'm regretting picking half the stuff that I did.
It's all going pear-shaped.
It's a catastrophe.
And Marco watches over that second semi-final next Thursday at 8 here on Channel 5. Next this evening, we're off to Vietnam, where, tormented by his irritating skin, the boy they call Fish found an unlikely soulmate from thousands of miles away in Essex. It's a really heartwarming story. Don't miss Extraordinary People in just a couple of ticks.